Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Fubara's scam has decided to go after Wike and the man who's been standing so strong for Wike, talking about his media aide, Lere Olayinka. For a while now, Lere Olayinka has been in the media just to give Wike a kind of time to concentrate on his job in Abuja, and he's hitting virtually everyone who is coming against Wike, the likes of Bala Mohammed, Dele Momodu, Fubara. He's been all round, I'm telling you. So, but right now, Wike's scam also, Fubara's scam has decided to go after him and let him understand his position in all this brouhaha going on, and also to reveal the half-truths he's been dishing out to the populace. Some believe that he's a new guy in the block when it comes to River State politics, and they're trying to give him full update on that. We're going to look into all of that in a jiffy. Now, in a reply to some of the interview he had, especially as that to do with River State, a strong member of Fubara's camp has sent a strong reply to him, and I'm going to read the homily. He says, in what seems like a calculated attempt to tarnish the reputation of Governor Similari Fubara, Lere Olayinka, the self-styled senior special assistant on public communication and social media to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, stormed News Central TV with a cocktail of half-truths and distortion. This desperate smear campaign against the governor demands a bold response to expose the true mastermind behind the political turbulence rocking River State. Lere harped on the current situation of River State House of Assembly, highlighting the presence of only 3 active members. Yet, he conveniently glozed over the real story of Martin Omowole and his co-defectors who cowardly abandoned their constituency and their mandate by defecting to the All Progressive Congress without due consultation. These former legislatures by law automatically vacated their seat, but Lere failed to admit this truth. When asked about Wike's involvement in River State political turmoil, Lere could not deny the undeniable. Wike is not only a major player in this crisis, but also its architect. His meddlesome tendencies in attempt to control the state from Abuja have been met with stiff resistance from Rivers people who are fed up with his overreach. Lere's claim that Wike's elevated Governor Fubara from Emir Kasha to Governor Rick of pettiness, it's an insult to Fubara's track record of service and to the river people who overwhelmingly voted for him. The truth is, Governor Fubara was instrumental to any success Wike claimed during his time as governor, especially in financial prudence and project execution. Lere can challenge me to a debate if in doubt. Mr. Lere falsely accused Governor Fubara of disobeying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The irony, however, is glaring. The real defiance came from those who President Tinubu called his newborn babies, only to disown him days later. Aside the impeachment attempts, Wike's ill-advised push for these individuals to defect to the APC is at the root of the political mess they currently face. Lere's admission that Fubara is the governor and Wells the Red Biro underscores one truth. Governor Sim Fubara is in charge, while his employer may attempt to pull the string of discord. Rivers people have declared unequivocally that the era of external interference is over. Similari Fubara is taking bold steps to restore dignity and prioritize the state interest. Also, Lere's attempt to draw parallel between Rivers State and Kogi State only highlights his lack of understanding of Rivers politics. Rivers people are not Kogi people. They will not accept a situation where commissioners or key appointments are detected from only one man, as Wike's attempted to do. Rivers people have spoken, and their stance is non-negotiable. Lere's laughable claim that Governor Fubara is dining with those who oppose his emergence shows a lack of political depth. Almost everyone standing with Wike today, including Magnus Abe and Chidi Lloyd, at one time opposed his own governorship bid. Politics evolves and alliances shift. Governor Fubara is focused on governance, not on petty vendettas. assuming without conceding that Governor Fubara did not address Rivers people during the campaign. The blame lies squarely on Wike, who perhaps never allowed him to speak. He almost succeeded in extending these overbearing tendencies into the governance of the state, but Rivers people are saying no. This is meddlesome interference. The glaring contradictions in Lere's rhetoric can tell you why Fayose fell woefully in Ekiti State despite all his noise. Just like his principal, Lere has mastered the act of bluster without substance. When praised on what Wike wants from Governor Fubara that he isn't getting, Lere could not provide an answer. The truth is simple. Wike desire absolute control, but Governor Fubara and Rivers people have drawn the line. Lere's Olayinka interview on News Central was nothing but a desperate attempt to deflect attention from Wike's political blunders and meddlesome tendencies. The records are clear. Governor Fubara is focused on the interests of Rivers people, while Wike and his cronies remain trapped in a web of personal ambition. The good news is that Rivers people know the truth. Governor Fubara is acting decisively and Rivers people is moving forward under his leadership. No amount of propaganda or falsehood can change this fact. This came from one of his key supporters talking about James, and interestingly, a lot of reactions have followed this particular article, or let me call it homily, that was written, and it has cleared some of the doubt that a lot of people have. And what caught my attention was the source of Lere Olayinka. Lere Olayinka was actually a media aide also to one of Nigeria's governor who had failed in getting back his position, talking about Fayose. And right now, the camp of Fubara tends to draw his attention to the fact that whoever you support does not come out strong. And my colleagues in the house, what's your position on the response from Fubara's camp straight to Lere, considering his push into the politics going on in Rivers State and his strong support for Wike, who is incidentally his employer?
Well, it's like that's been obviously stated, is actually doing a paid job, and a paid job he has to deliver. Maybe his employer is telling him, "You're not doing strong. I'm not feeling you. You're not aggressive. There's no bite." And if you are actually working with someone like Wike, he shouldn't talk better than you. You should be, even in the days when Wike was the governor, it was almost difficult. I'm sure there was a portfolio like that, but the person really nobody felt the effect of that person, because Wike was literally doing the job for the person. Every time Wike was trying to commission something or go for something, Wike would take the opportunity to speak for himself and speak for his work. So for you to be able to make Wike not to talk, you have to be talking even probably far worse than he talks. But Lere shouldn't forget that he's just a media person, and just a media person, just the same way he became the media person of Fayose, and today now he's not a media person to Nyesom Wike. He could be a media person to Bala Mohammed one day. And let it not be that when he will need that recommendation, Bala Mohammed is not that young dude that literally insulted. You gotta be careful. These politicians, they laugh over drinks. So when they make up, they say it's politics. You are there fuming and getting angry over them. So I feel that Lere is doing what he's doing because he's being paid, and he needs to do something that will please his employer to release his pay. And I also feel that at this rate, it's best that 8-2 to Fubara, not even 8 of Fubara should be the one to do the talk. Like if you check in your you will have special assistants, special assistants, yeah, they have up to 230. So why should Fubara be the one to be doing all the talks? Be one of those supporters of Fubara in the down part should be the one to take Larry really, and show him some of the integrity of Rivers politics.
I think that's exactly what was done. It actually came from one of the key media supporters of Fubara, talking about James himself. But however, that's what we'd like to leave it. Let's meet our comment section and talk more on this. What's your standpoint on some of the things that have been brought out for Larry to understand? Let's interact in that.